We're back with you from Mike D. Lane Field here at Bank Independence Stadium. Benjamin Ray, Grant Wakefield, Brandy G. Braden Rogers in the house. It's the Asun softball tournament. North Alabama dropped the opening game by a final score of 4-1, falling to North Florida. So the Lions drop into the losers bracket now. UNA will play back-to-back games. Up next, it's a elimination game against Florida Gulf Coast. The Eagles defeated Austin Peay in the opening game of the tournament yesterday at 1:30 p.m. Then they fell to Jacksonville in the first game today. So in the, I guess technically third elimination game, first elimination game of the double elimination side of the tournament, UNA and Florida Gulf Coast play a do-or-die game, win or go home. And here to get us there and hopefully get North Alabama back on track, I toss it over to our very own Grant Wakefield.
Thank you, Ben, and let's meet our starting lineups brought to you by North Alabama Online. Let's start with Florida Gulf Coast. Leading off and playing right field is Kamari Williams. Batting second is the left fielder Paris Wiggs. Batting third is the DP Presley Smith. Batting cleanup is the shortstop Sophie Wiley. Batting fifth, the catcher Sietske Drivers. Nikki Gibson plays third base and bats sixth. Allie Thompson plays second base and bats seventh. Tiffany Meek, the first baseman, bats eighth. And Olivia Black plays center field and bats ninth. Once again, your order for Florida Gulf Coast: Kamari Williams, Paris Wiggs, Presley Smith, Sophie Wiley, Sietske Drivers, Nikki Gibson, and then Allie Thompson, Tiffany Meek, and Olivia Black is your starting nine for Florida Gulf Coast. They will trot out Grace Taylor in the bottom half of the first inning to face the North Alabama lineup. And let's meet the leather for North Alabama defensively. A change in left field, and McKay Wright will play out in left field today. Given Hammonds back in center, Laura Wheeler in right. Bailey Rouse at third. Jenna Madison at short. Briley Dover at second. Holly Merritt at first. Natalie Shaw back behind the plate for North Alabama again. And in the circle, for North Alabama, making her second appearance of the day, is Katie Simon. And Ben, she came in and gave some great relief innings for North Alabama there in Game 1.
She did. She replaced Olivia Wilkin in the fourth inning with 2 outs, gave up a single, and then got out of the inning. In the fifth inning, gave up a double, and then nothing else, got 3. I'm sorry, she walked a batter, then got the final out. Base runners in the 6th and 7th innings, but really did great work of getting out of it. She gave the offense a chance to get going, but unfortunately, Grant, it was the offense that was just so flat. Given Hammonds led off the game in the first with a single, stole second, ended up at third, and was stranded at third. That could have tied the game at 1-1. Then in the third, the Lions put a runner on, nothing going. In the fifth, you had the Bailey Rouse home run and Natalie Shaw double to make it 4-1. We thought that North Alabama might have turned a corner offensively. No ignition to that offense at that point. So now you're hoping in the elimination game that the Bats can find some life.
Yeah, it would be great to see the offense get going, and it's an offense that can get going, and we saw it from last weekend against Bellarmine. Had some great moments in that ball game, in that weekend rather, as well. For North Florida in that ball game, how the Lions fell behind, just 2 really tough breaks in the first inning in Game 1. An Addie Keefe bunt single. She later came around to score on a bloop single from Aiden Allen in the first inning. And then really the floodgates opened in the third inning as Hannah Davila, Kayla McCarthy, and Hallie Langford all singled. That brought in 3 runs. And the second inning, as well as Hallie Langford for North Florida, stole home in that second inning as well. But now it's time to turn the page, right? You get to a point where it's do or die time, and the Lions cannot lose again or the season is over, and they will have to try to fight their way through the losers bracket to win an ASUN championship. And Ben, we face again a team from the Graphite Division at FGCU that we don't really know a lot about, besides the fact they did beat Austin Peay on will be Tuesday of the ASUN tournament. But 21-32 on the year, and it's a team that we're just kind of going to learn as we go along.
You know, you don't know a lot about these teams when you don't see them during the regular season, but the Graphite Division has been the division winning. They've eliminated 2 of the 4 teams from the Gold Division, North Alabama and Eastern Kentucky, the last 2 standing. So the Lions are hoping to not be the 3rd Gold team eliminated. Against Austin Peay, Florida Gulf Coast trailed 1-0 after the second inning, and it wasn't until the 6th inning that they took a 2-1 lead. They actually out-hit Austin Peay 6-2 before getting those 2 runs, kind of played small ball to get it. Then against Jacksonville, it was the Eagles actually scoring first in the second, and then Jacksonville scored 4 in the bottom half. The Dolphins never looked back from that point on. So Florida Gulf Coast in the losers bracket, looking through the stats, Grant, nothing jumps out at you. Middle of the road offense, middle of the road pitching staff, but it's an FGCU team that's just 2 or 3 years removed from winning an ASUN championship.
Absolutely, and they have been at the top of the ASUN for many, many years in the softball world, and this year sitting 21-32 on the year, but under first season head coach Lindsey Fgcu, and they had long-time coach retire after last season as well. Kamari Williams will step in. She's a right fielder, and it's time for the ball game. Katie Simon, first pitch is a bunt, rolled over to Merritt, throw over to Dover at first in time for out number 1. One pitch, one out here in the first as Kamari Williams tried to bunt her way on right there. 1-4 on the putout.
Holly Merritt threw an absolute bullet over there to Briley Dover waiting at first. And Grant, great sign because North Florida got UNA for about 3 of those.
Absolutely. Lions able to adjust very quickly as Paris Wiggs, the left fielder, steps in. She watches the first pitch strike down the middle. Our on-site reporter, Mike Ezekiel, we'll talk to him later on tonight. But he says the weather beautiful and nice with a slight breeze. The breeze has cooled off, and it's cooled off to a nice cool, crisp 70 degrees down there in Jacksonville. The 0-1's chop foul. And Simon works ahead 0-2. Sunset will be through left field. Looks like from the TV feed alone, they have the lights turned on already, and they're ready to go. Paris Wiggs, the left fielder, watches the ball down. Throwing the count to 1-2. Simon's worked ahead again. Wiggs from Gainesville, Florida, went to Gainesville High School. A Mercer transfer, one of 4 Mercer transfers on this Florida Gulf Coast team. Fouls this one into the netting. It's 1-2 still. A senior last season at Mercer, started 45 games, hit .351 with 46 hits, 10 doubles, a home run. Here's the 1-2. Ripped fouling out of play on the left side. We'll do it again. But this season, a .311 hitter with 5 doubles and 2 triples. The 1-2 again. Just misses the outside corner and runs a count to 2-2.
Grant, it was 2 years ago FGCU won it in Oxford, Alabama. Won 4 straight games, including North Alabama, 2-1 in the opening game for those 2 teams in the tournament.
And a 2-2. Same spot. Cold strike 3. Freezes are on the outside corner. First strikeout from Katie Simon. And there's 2 down here in the first.
Great start for Simon, kind of picking up where she left off. That pitch just gets that outer portion of the plate, and that spot was given a lot to North Alabama and North Florida earlier today.
I'll bring up Presley Smith, the DP, tonight. Watches the first pitch ball downstairs. It's 1-0. Smith from Saylorsville, Kentucky. Goes from Kentucky down south. It's 2-0 count.
She's got a 5-game hit streak.
Went to Lake Wales High School, transferred in from Indian River State College. Spent 2 seasons there. The 2-0 are downstairs. It's 3-0. Say a 5-game hit streak. She's hitting .377 on the season. Her hit streak started in Game 1 of their final ASUN series against Stetson last weekend. She was 2 for 4 against Jacksonville earlier today. There's a 3-1 strike down the middle. Or 3-0 strike, rather. 2 run the count to 3-1. 5 doubles on the year for her. With 13 RBIs as well. 3 ones downstairs. There's a 2-out walk to Presley Smith, and that'll bring a base runner for the Eagles.
Interesting. North Alabama, the home team, but they swapped dugouts.
They did. I didn't notice. I wonder if it was that North Florida was occupying their regular dugout.
That would make
for
sense.
game 1, and then North Alabama rather goes over to the long-standing home dugout for game number 2. Will be mostly under the lights in the tournament. Of course, North Florida, the host this year after 2 seasons, like you mentioned, Ben, in Oxford, Alabama. First pitch to Sophie Wiley, the shortstop, in there for a called strike.
Sophie Wiley feels like she has been down there at Florida Gulf Coast forever, but it's just her 3rd year.
3rd year, and really her freshman year would have been the last time North Alabama would have seen them in the regular season, as last season was a start to go over from divisions for both of these teams, for both the Gold and the Graphite division. Wiley just a .244 hitter this season, but does have 6 doubles on the year. She rips this one foul and way out of play. And it's 0-2. Simon's way ahead.
A lot of purple in the stands.
Great to see. You see some of those, I think the cowboy hats the players have made, I think some of their family are actually wearing them during the game. Well, the family might have made some on their own, actually, as well. The 1-2 from Simon. Just misses the outside corner, runs it even 2-2.
I see Mike Ezekiel in the press box. Mike, if you're listening, give us a little wave. He did not wave.
The 2-2. Chopped on the ground to second. Dover Fields on the first in time for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. We meet the Lion Bats when we come back here from Florence, but with the ASUN tournament in Jacksonville.
The world is growing. How will you grow yours? At the University of North Alabama, we're dedicated to partnering with you in your journey to discover your passion and your potential and put it all into practice. Voted the best small college town in America by USA Today, downtown Florence is home to our beautiful campus, bursting with opportunities to help you find your purpose. Learn more about how we can help you achieve your goals on campus or online at una.edu.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back. Bottom half of the first, Florida Gulf Coast, North Alabama, ASUN tournament down there in Jacksonville. It's an elimination game. Win or go home for both of these teams, and it's time to meet your starting lineups, brought to you by North Alabama Online. And let's start with the North Alabama batting order, leading off and playing center field, Given Hammonds. Briley Dover bats second and plays second base. Laura Wheeler, the right fielder, bats third. Holly Merritt bats fourth and plays first base. Bailey Rouse over at third, bats fifth. Emma Kate Wright slides down to the sixth spot. She bats sixth and plays left field. Jenna Madison, the shortstop, back in the seventh spot. And the new addition to the lineup here in Game 2, Carly Moreland will step into the lineup. She's the DP tonight. She bats eighth. Natalie Shaw catches and bats ninth. Once again, your lineup, Hammonds, Dover, Wheeler. Your first three, Holly Merritt, Bailey Rouse, Emma Kate Wright, 4, 5, and 6. Jenna Madison, Carly Moreland, and Natalie Shaw round out the starting lineup for North Alabama. Defensively, for FGCU, you have Paris Wiggs in left, Olivia Black in center, and Kamari Williams in right. Gibson, Wiley, Thompson, Meek, your infield, left to right. Catching is Sietska Drivers, and in the circle today is Grace Taylor. Ben, what can you tell us about her?
Well, she's good in the postseason. The 2025 SoCon Tournament Most Outstanding Player at Mercer. Took the loss earlier against, or no decision against Jacksonville. Worked 4 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 5 walks.
The right-hander fires the first pitch ball to Given Hammonds in the bottom half of the first. Hammonds in Game 1. 1 for 3, singled in the first, reached via fielder's choice in the third, and then a ground out in the fifth.
She did not like something in the circle as she threw that first pitch.
She looked down, looks back to the dugout again, fires a 1-0 ball. It's 2-0 now. Hitters count for Given Hammonds. Third game for FGCU in the tournament, second game for North Alabama. The 2-0. Downstairs, 3-0. Lions will try to get the offense rolling early. We saw Given Hammonds reach, like you mentioned, in the open, Ben, in the first inning, and nothing really came about from there. The 3-0, that's downstairs, and there's a leadoff walk to Given Hammonds. The Lions have their first base runner here in the first.
I would really like to see UNA strike early. Make an early statement. Get that confidence back, that mojo that this offense played with last weekend.
And you talk about that mojo, and you talk about, you heard Mike Ezekiel report in game one of how the team might have came out a little nervous, a little first game jitters there in game one. There's now already an defensive circle meeting in the circle rather for FGCU. As Briley Dover will step in. But really, you've got one game under your belt now. You can really kind of settle in. That's the beauty of the double elimination portion is you do get to live another day. There's the first pitch ball and 5 straight out of the zone for Grace Taylor here.
Again, she walked 5 against Jacksonville.
The 1-0. That one. Up high, 2-0. 6 straight out of the zone.
I think everybody thought that was a strike.
I'm looking
except
through,
Briley Dover.
I'm looking through purple color glasses, and I am wondering where that one might have missed. But we'll take it. It's a hitter's count for Briley right here. The 2-0. That one's a strike on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Dover in game 1, 0 for 3. Strikeout in the first, ground out in the third, fly out in the sixth. She lays down a bunt, a great bunt, but it just rolls foul, and it evens the count up 2-2.
Dover just trying to make something happen. She had a frustrating day at the plate, 0 for 3 in the loss earlier.
Lions saw several hit streaks snapped in game 1. Given Hammond's the only one able to extend her hit streak. There was 6 entering the game with a 4 or more game hit streak for North Alabama. Dover ropes this one out to left center. That is gone under the scoreboard. Briley Dover strikes for North Alabama. Cue up the lights in Jacksonville. Dover, her 12th homer of the year, puts North Alabama on the board. 2-0 in the first.
Tone setter right there from the only member of the 50-50-40-10-10-10 club. Briley Dover, that one got out of there in a hurry. And there's the tone setters right there. The Hammonds walk. Dover makes them pay, and the Lions a good statement to start this do-or-die game.
Great start for North Alabama. The dugout exploded right there to celebrate Briley's homer. And there you go. A leadoff walk comes back to bite the Eagles as Laura Lee Wheeler will step in. Try to keep this rolling. Still nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. The 0-1 grounded to short, backhanded over there by Wiley. Strong throw over just beats Laura Lee Wheeler, so a 6-3 putout for out number 1.
Grant, that makes it 5 straight games that Taylor has given up a home run in. So something to watch as North Alabama since the power bat's up.
That was 12th homer. That was a 12th homer of the year for Briley Dover. In steps Holly Merritt. She was my player to watch in game 1. We'll carry those over. We'll roll those over into game 2. See if the Lion offense can keep going. There's a first pitch strike down the middle to Holly Merritt.
Already a great sign. Merritt, Wheeler, and Dover went 0 for 8 with a walk in the loss.
The 0-1 to Merritt outside, evens it up 1-1. Merritt flew out in the first, ground out in the fourth, and reached to be a fielder's choice in the sixth. One to Merritt. Catches the inside corner. It's 1-2. But really, it was a North Alabama offense, Ben, that put the ball in play, just couldn't get a lot of hits to fall. Only one strikeout on the day for North Alabama offense in game one. There's a ground ball to second. Thompson fields on a hop, throws over in time for out number 2. So Larley Wheeler, Holly Merritt both retired via a ground out. And I'll bring up the home run hitter from game 1 in Bailey Rouse. Long look at the wristband for Taylor. She's ready to go. First pitch to Rouse. Inside for ball 1. Rouse homered in the 5th inning, and that was one that barely just squeaked inside of the foul pole down there in left field. She flew out in the 2nd and then popped out in the 7th as well. The 1-0, downstairs 2-0. And did you see that shift right there, Ben, from Bailey Rouse? She was up close to the plate, and then as Taylor started to fire the pitch, she kind of backed off to the backside of the batter's box.
There she is in the backside again.
The 2-0. Hit on the ground to third. Gibson bobbles it one time, but collects it and throws back over for out number 3. But damage is done off the bat of Briley Dover. North Alabama on top 2-0. 2 runs on a hit. No errors and did not leave a runner on. But North Alabama in front. We go to the 2nd here in the ASUN tournament.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
It's Bo time. Fumble in the food on game day? Rookie move. But you know Bo can make your tailgate a winner, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because the Carolina Legend has everything you're craving. We're talking crispy, juicy chicken loaded with real Southern flavor, fluffy scratch-made buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your whole crew faster than you can say touchdown. Be the MVP this season and let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's Bo time.
Back here in Florence, bringing you the ASUN tournament. Grant Wakefield, Benjamin Ray, our producer Braden Rogers back there as well. North Alabama strikes first in the first to take a 2-0 lead over the FGCU Eagles. And Ben, you said it there. It was the table setters, giving Hammonds Briley Dover getting it done.
And now you give the second best pitching staff in the ASUN behind North Florida, statistically speaking, a lead. And the Lions did not have any offense in game 1, so you love to see that. Briley Dover, first team All-ASUN selection. If you want to be in that conversation, you've got to perform when the lights are the brightest. And as the lights turn on down there at the UNF softball complex, she came out ready to play.
We get set to get back underway. They're back from commercial break. It'll be 5, 6, 7 due up for FGCU. Seats good drivers. Watches the first pitch strike in there from Katie Simon. The catcher, another transfer from Mercer. From the Netherlands, the right-hander. From the bats from the right side as well. The 0-1 catches the inside corner. It's 0-2. And maybe that is a pitch, Ben. Both pitches here on the inside corner call for strikes. That might be the place to go here in game 2 with our home plate umpire behind the plate. The 0-2 from Simon. That one on the outside corner, but it's a ball. It's 1-2. Driver's a .275 hitter on the season with 9 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 23 RBIs on the year. The line, that's through the left side, through for a base hit. First Eagle hit of the night comes off the bat of Seats Good Drivers.
Third team All-ASUN selection right there. She was pretty big in the win against Austin P in game 1. Drove in the first run to tie the game in that 6th inning. And now Don't sleep on the Eagles. They were down 2-0 against Austin, or 1-0 to Austin Peay, and came back and won.
I'll bring up Nikki Gibson, launches a first pitch ball on the outside corner. So lead off base runner for the Eagles here in the second. So Nikki Gibson, the third baseman, will bat. She swings, ropes this one foul on the third base side. Evens it up 1-1. Gibson from Yorktown, Virginia, a senior. She's a .234 hitter on the year. 4 doubles, 2 homers, 17 RBIs. 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. Coach Dirios, long time Hall of Fame coach down there at FGCU, says Gibson can play any position on the field, and we're going to take advantage of her versatility. She packs a lot of power and a significant run producer for us. That was in his final season last season. He said that quote. She swings and misses. It's 2-2. Against Jacksonville, she was 1 for 2. And that one also drove in a run. 2-2 downstairs. It's 3-2. Payoff from Simon. Downstairs, ball 4. So working a relatively clean first. Simon, both hitters she has faced here in the second have reached. That'll bring up Allie Thompson to bat here in the second. Already 29 pitches is Katie Simon. That's something to watch out for, as she did come in relief there in game 1. First pitch to Thompson. She squares the bunt, but it's inside for a ball. From Beaumont, Texas, the junior. Spent the last 2 seasons at McClellan Community College. She's a .236 hitter on the season. Bunt, yes, she did go around. Evens the count 1-1. Time called as the first base coach will come over and have a conversation with Allie Thompson. Right now, could this be situational? Tying run standing on first for FGCU. We're in the top half of the second. Thompson bats from the left side. Conversation's over. The wall back. Do we see Thompson try to lay down a bunt again?
I don't think I've ever seen an FGCU uniform combo without blue and green. Just blue in that combo.
They were all blue yesterday, if I remember seeing the pictures right. This bunt's laid down. It's a perfect bunt. Merritt Fields throws over in time to Dover at first. Great play from Holly Merritt to cut down Thompson, but a sack bunt allows the runners to move up to second and third with just 1 out here in the second.
Again, the Eagles go small ball, just advancing runners. Now you've got 2 in scoring position. But kudos to Holly Merritt for fielding her position and launching a bullet to Briley Dover. Can we finally say Briley Dover's played all 4 infield positions?
I think you can say that. She got credited with a couple of those. There was, I believe, 1 bunt there in game 1 as well that she had to go cover on first base. So she does have that experience. She kind of went with the side stretch too. Had her left foot on the base, kind of stretched out with the right foot to make the catch as well. Tiffany Meek playing first base tonight. She bats here with 1 down.
Meek really having a down year compared to her production the last 3 years.
The 1-0, sky high on the infield. Rouse underneath. It makes the grab for out number 2. After allowing the first two to reach, Katie Simons settled back in and have got the last two hitters.
It's a really big out right there. It really puts the pressure back on the Eagles. 2 in scoring position with 2 outs right here.
And the 9-hole hitter, Olivia Black, due up. Slap hitter, first pitch she sees, fouled away. A graduate student from Fort Pierce, Florida, has spent all 4 seasons in Fort Myers with the Eagles. Now in her 215th career game as an Eagle. The 0-1 to her down the dirt. Evens it up 1-1. This season, a .321 hitter on the year. Has knocked out 50 hits, 21 RBIs, 3 doubles to boot. She faces a 1-1 count. Swung on, hit out into left center. That's down for a base hit. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Rounding third, going for a triple is Black. She gets there, but is tagged out after she slid past the base. And Rouse was able to tag her out. 2 runs do come across to score. As FGCU quickly wanting to take a look at this, and we will. UNA dugout already out. They explode afterwards. So we'll have an umpire conversation going on. Call on the field is out at third base, and right there, Ben, a slap hitter in Black puts a great piece of hitting together, a line drive, outfield play, and in. And that ball was able to scoot past everybody.
You saw it roll all the way to the wall. Everybody was playing in. She kind of surprised everybody, lifting it past everyone. And here's the deal, Grant. FGCU 2 years removed from an ASUN championship. But wouldn't you know it, Nikki Gibson, Tiffany Meek, Olivia Black, they were all on that team, and they're the ones that kind of got things going right here.
Here's a great look from the third base camera. The throw, she definitely was safe sliding into the base. The throw was late, not in time.
That angle looks out.
I'll take a look here. It was actually afterwards that the umpire signaled that she had slid past the base to be tagged out. But I'm with you, Ben. Kind of this angle we see from third base.
Unless Rouse just totally whiffed right there on that left shoulder, this will be a good angle.
Here's the high home angle.
Now, oof.
So
here's my question. If he signals that she slid past the bag, is that what you have to review, or can you look at that and say that she's out?
I think so, and right there you see her hand lift off the base. Now I think the North Florida TV crew seeing that, because if you watch, if they let it play here, the umpire signals kind of does this number right here, kind of
right
signals
there,
to the
she's
left
off.
that she slides past the base. He's right on it. Let's see if they let it play out here. She's able to regain, but Rouse kept the glove on her the whole time.
This is what I say about replay at this level. You've only got 4 real camera shots, and it's just hard to find evidence. That's the key. You have to have evidence to overturn.
Our third base umpire right on top of the call. This was the angle they showed on the live feed itself. And it looked like she did slide past.
I haven't the slightest clue. It could go either way. Which begs the question, is there enough evidence to overturn?
Exactly. And I believe their home plate camera is the best angle you have of it.
You have to remember, it's not like an SEC game or a Major League Baseball game that you watch where they've got 15 to 20 cameras available. They've got 4 real game cams. And then, as we know, Grant, sometimes you don't know what all's in that replay machine. Not every angle may be in that replay machine. This is a good look here. You almost need all 3 looks simultaneously to try to tell the full story. Hand off, but you can't see the tag.
Right here may be a situation, too, where the umpires are asking the North Florida crew to look at certain looks. And they see them in real time as we see them. And do we have a call? Holly Merritt dancing over there. Here we go. Call stands, runner is out, and that's how the second inning will come to a close. But chalk it up, 2 hits for FGCU. They scored 2 runs off of it. We're tied at 2. Go into the bottom half of the second in the A-Sun tournament. This is UNA Softball from Roar Lions Productions.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support University of North Alabama athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Ike Fowler with Alabama Health Guidance. At AHG, we specialize in Medicare education and Medicare health plans. Just like the UNA Lions, we understand the importance of teamwork. So if you're nearing retirement, going on Medicare for the first time, or just want to review your current Medicare plan, give us a call at 256-648-5710 or stop by our office at 885 Florence Boulevard. That's 256-648-5710. Roar Lions.
Bottom half of the second A-Sun tournament, FGCU North Alabama. Here on this, now turning to Wednesday night. We started Wednesday afternoon. We transitioned to Wednesday night. A win will advance to an elimination game again tomorrow night. I believe about the same time. We'll verify that in just a moment. But, Ben, we're tied up at 2, and we're starting back over again. But it seems like the offenses are rolling here early.
Bradley Dover, the 2-run homer. Now, hey, tied up. Get right back in it. Take control. And, Grant, if you win this ball game, you do play the 4 o'clock game tomorrow.
4 o'clock game tomorrow. So they do play earlier in the afternoon, I guess, with the winners bracket games tomorrow as well. Both teams trying to stay alive, and we hope it's a Lion victory, and we're talking to you again tomorrow. Emma Kate Wright, the left fielder, stands in. She leads things off. She went 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out in game 1. Saw her 7-game hit streak snapped. 0-1 swinging, shortstop, great pick over there from Wiley. She throws over to Meek in time for out number 1.
Since that home run, that's 4 straight ground ball outs from Grace Taylor.
She has settled in nicely. Jenna Madison steps in. She saw a 5-game hit streak snap in game 1 as well. Entering that one, she had 4 RBIs in the last 3 games that she had played. She's become an everyday bat for North Alabama in the lineup here as of late. She made her first start of the year, game 2 against Central Arkansas. She watches her first pitch ball out of the zone. It's 1-0. Fouls this one, evens it up 1-1. Over the last 6 games entering the A-Sun tournament, went 6 for 14. That's best for a .428 average. So our average jumped from 233 on the season, 276 from Curry, Alabama. The 1-1. It's hit out into shallow right field, but right to Williams, the right fielder. There's 2 down here in the second. First ball since the home run we've seen leave the infield for North Alabama. That'll bring up Carly Moreland, the A-Sun all-freshman team selection. Gets her first action in the A-Sun tournament, the true freshman from nearby Brooks High School. Killing Alabama. First pitch she sees outside for a ball.
All freshman selection. Kind of struggled towards the end of the year, but Grant, she also had a lot of clutch hits, it felt like.
She did, and she became a very big piece of Ashley Cozart's lineup. Around the middle of the season, start of A-Sun play, the 1-0 tour. Outside 2-0.
The other all A-Sun freshman selections, Lexi Harper, Emma Broadfoot, Haley Jones, Briley Dover. That's great company right there.
Absolutely. She's had a great freshman campaign, and she had 5 games where she started. She was batting .500 in those games, the 2-0 tour. Fouled into the netting. It's 2-1. She went 7 for 14 in those ball games. 3 runs, 3 RBIs, did hit a homer. Also doubled as well. Her first collegiate hit was a homer back in UNA's home opening weekend of the season against Evansville back in late February, early March. This one an inside-out swing, but pops it right to Thompson, the second baseman, for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions. We're tied at 2. Going to the third. This is UNA Softball for more Lions production.
At Lawn Pride of Northwest Alabama, we offer a comprehensive range of lawn care services designed to address the needs of homeowners. From routine maintenance to specialized treatments, we have the expertise and resources to ensure your lawn remains healthy and vibrant year-round. Let our lawn professionals take the job off your hands and create the lawn that meets your need. Contact us today to get a free estimate by visiting lawnpride.com/Northwest Alabama.
Florence Utilities offers several ways to view and pay your utility bill. Log into your account to sign up for paperless, auto pay, text pay, and more to make your life easier. Want to continue receiving a paper bill but would also like an electronic bill notification? Sign up for text pay or add your email address to your account. To take advantage of these convenient ways to view and pay your utility bill, visit florenceal.org and select utilities to register for an account, or call 256-760-6512 for more information. We're back, bottom half of the second. Coming up next, 2-2 your score, FGCU North Alabama Asun tournament elimination game as we get ready to go here in the top half of the third. And we're pleased now to be joined by Mike Ezekiel down there in Jacksonville. And Mike, do we have you?
Hey, Grant, you got me?
I hear you. So we're good to go. Mike, we transitioned to game 2, a tough loss for North Alabama there in game 1. 4-1. What was kind of the feel? Did you hear anything from Coach Cozart, Coach Larner, Coach Hawkins in between as we play here in this elimination game?
Yeah, Grant, I think I missed some of your question there, but it sounds like there's some things going on down there that just trying to work out some mechanics on the pitching side. But Katie Simon's really finding her rhythm right now. Offensively, to get that big home run for Briley Dover was huge, and kind of a trend with FGCU right now is the walks, and you saw that early in the first inning, and they've kind of struggled in the circle with some walks. So that's something they're trying to work out, and North Alabama hopes to take advantage.
This lineup card will flip over to Kamari Williams. That's in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Mike, as this pitch comes in from Katie Simon, what was the mood like for this team in between games as that one's fouled off?
I think a little bit of shock, to be honest. I think just not expecting to be in that position, maybe some disappointment as well. And even from Coach Ashley Cozart, like, hey, that's not what we expected, not who we are. And, let's go back out in game 2 and get this right. And I think it was focus. It was maybe disappointment, but also focus. And I wouldn't say they were dejected by any means. I think there was still some energy. I think it was just a little more of a, hey, let's lock in now.
The 0-2 misses downstairs. It's 1-2. And, Mike, you mentioned the weather had kind of cooled off. You're playing under the lights. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout for Katie Simon here in game 2, and there's one down in the third. But, Mike, before we let you go, you say on the weather report it's kind of cooled down to 70. Has that kind of affected? We saw some balls get up in the jet stream, if you will, in game 1. Has that kind of been a difference here early on in game 2?
Yeah, I meant to look at the flag. I'm trying to see if I can get an angle of it, but it's just a slight breeze. I wouldn't call it windy by any means. Actually, it has died down a lot. I'm looking at the flag. That's usually my gauge, but it's died down a little bit, just a small breeze. But weather-wise, it's fantastic. I mean, you can't ask for a better 70-degree night in Jacksonville, Florida. Good softball being played.
As Simon falls behind 2-0 to Paris Wiggs. She was a strikeout victim her last time up. Well, Mike, we appreciate the time, and hopefully we're talking to you later tonight with a Lion win. All
right, guys. Can't wait to see you call this next play.
A little spoiler alert from Mike Ezekiel right here. There's a 2-1. Fastball fired in there to Paris Wiggs. Now I'm kind of interested to know what's about to happen.
I didn't realize it was that far ahead.
Here it is. Ground ball up the middle. Dover a backhand on the run in time for out number 2. Great play from Briley Dover. She ranged all the way to her left, made the backhanded play, threw over in plenty of time for out number 2.
The fadeaway from the first team all ASUN selection, Mikey Ezekiel called it, teased it. We didn't know what was going to happen, but Dover showing right there why she's one of the best players in the Atlantic Sun.
So 2 up, 2 down to start the third inning for Katie Simon. There's the first pitch ball outside to Presley Smith. She walked her last time up. She was the first Eagle to reach in tonight's ball game. She reached via 2-out walk back in the first. Wearing, is that, speaking of baby blue, is that baby blue batting glove she has on, Ben?
Looks like it.
The 1-0 just catches the inside corner. It's 1-1. See lots of different color combinations. We were talking FGCU, of course, the blue, green, and white color combination. Some baby blue batting gloves. As this one's fouled back into the netting. That can be a tongue twister, too. Baby blue batting gloves. As Simon's ahead 1-2. Right up to 47 pitches for Katie Simon. Can she work a clean third? The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Katie Simon. She celebrates with her team in the dugout. North Alabama bats coming back here in the bottom half of the third. This is UNA Softball from Roar Lions Productions.
At Lawn Pride of Northwest Alabama, we offer a comprehensive range of lawn care services designed to address the needs of homeowners. From routine maintenance to specialized treatments, we have the expertise and resources to ensure your lawn remains healthy and vibrant year-round. Let our lawn professionals take the job off your hands and create the lawn that meets your need. Contact us today to get a free estimate by visiting lawnpride.com/Northwest Alabama.
Florence Utilities offers several ways to view and pay your utility bill. Log into your account to sign up for paperless, auto pay, text pay, and more to make your life easier. Want to continue receiving a paper bill but would also like an electronic bill notification? Sign up for text pay or add your email address to your account. To take advantage of these convenient ways to view and pay your utility bill, visit florenceal.org and select utilities to register for an account or call 256-760-6512 for more information. (9-1-2) due up for North Alabama. We play in the bottom half of the third, the ASUN tournament elimination game here on this Wednesday. Grant Wakefield, Benjamin Ray, Braden Rogers here with you. Natalie Shaw will lead things off, and Ben, that third inning from Katie Simon right there, she was at her best.
And now that she's putting up zeros, you've got to follow through as an offense. Go reward your pitcher for the great bounce back.
Since giving up the home run, Grace Taylor, the FGCU pitcher, has retired now 4 straight via flyout, or groundouts rather, and then the last 2 via flyouts. So she settled in nicely. And Natalie Shaw, who was really the offensive hero for North Alabama in Game 1, she went 2 for 2, singled in the third inning, and then doubled in the 5th inning. See if she can keep her hot ASUN tournament going. She bats from the right side, the right-handed Taylor. Fires in the first pitch. Downstairs for ball 1. Shaw, one of our interns, along with Given Hammonds. She's from Olive Branch, Mississippi, the senior. Watches a ball that was almost in the batter's box, called a strike.
Right there at her thighs.
Even 1-1 count, the pitch. Inside. Closer to the strike zone, but that's ball 2. Runs the count to 2-1. One to Shaw. That one's over the outside corner. That's called a strike. It's 2-2. Bottom half of the third. The 2-2 grounded to third. Gibson to her left makes the running throw in time for out number 1, so make it now 7 straight retired for Grace Taylor.
In the 5th ground ball out. Since that home run ball, she's really keeping it in the dirt and letting that good defense work behind her.
Lineup card will flip over. Given Hammonds will step in. She drew a leadoff walk on 4 pitches to start the ball game. Or sorry, the Lion first inning, rather. She watches the first pitch ball right there. She's smiling in the batter's box. The 1-0. Skied into center field. That one's well struck, but camping underneath it is Black to make the catch for out number 2.
Hammonds just missed it. Not a lot of power. She has hit a home run this year. But the wind was blowing out in game 1. We saw the American flag right there. Not a lot of movement.
It was really calmed down, but in steps Briley Dover, and her home run, it didn't have to go through the wind. She kind of cut through the wind. A line drive homer. Her first time up. Gave North Alabama the brief 2-0 lead. If you can keep it rolling. Watch the first pitch ball inside. She worked ahead in a hitter's count in that first at-bat as well. Actually, I take that back. That was strike 1 on the inside corner. Now it's ball 1 as that one misses away outside. It's even up 1-1. Time called and visiting the circle from the Eagle infield.
They have made a lot of visits out to Taylor, it feels like. Wonder who Taylor's talking to.
But she
now they're talking to the umpires, so they never made it to the circle for a visit.
Coach Reed, or FGCU, letting her displeasures be known. But right there, Grace Taylor kind of looked to the UNA dugout as she waited on the coach or the umpires to come in for the visit.
I was wondering if it might be an illegal pitch, but count remains the same.
1-1, roped on the ground, threw it to the left side, but snagged there from Gibson. Strong throw over in time for out number 3. 9 straight retired from Grace Taylor, the pitcher for FGCU. We're tied at 2 here in the Asun tournament.
Searching for a way to add more space to your life? Midgard Self-Storage has the storage solution you're looking for. Our Florence, Alabama self-storage facilities offer a wide selection of unit sizes designed to meet your unique needs. Whether you're clearing space in your garage, adding a nursery, or expanding your business, you'll find the ideal features to simplify your experience with a storage unit at Midgard Self-Storage. Explore our unit sizes and prices to learn more about the Florence storage options at midgardselfstorage.com.
United Community is a bank that asks, when it comes to your finances, how do you define success? Knowing your bank has your financial future right on course? Having a banking partner that's ready with a plan when opportunity knocks? Or maybe it's a digital banking experience that puts everything at your fingertips, even at your daughter's soccer game. However you define success, United Community's trusted bankers are here for you. Success. It takes a community, a united community. Learn more at ucbi.com. Member FDIC.
We're bringing it back. Top half of the 4th here in the Asun tournament down there in Jacksonville, Grant Wakefield, Benjamin Ray. Braden Rogers here with you at Mike D. Lane Field at Bank Independent Stadium, a dark Bank Independent Stadium, or Mike D. Lane Field at Bank Independent Stadium. The light's not on. First time I've been up here with the lights not on.
You know, we noticed that we're the only booth that has the lights on during games, and I was thinking, how do they see out? And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, the stadium lights are on. They're just off right now. All I see is a reflection of us.
Yeah. Yeah, we appreciate the lights, and our booth cam up in the corner up there. And on the video board. So if you're driving by, you can see myself, Benjamin Ray over there.
I forget we're on the video board, and every now and then I look up and see us. Baseball was practicing. Braden killed it while they were practicing, but I heard one of the baseball players yell, "Oh, wow, softball's on the video board."
We're ready to see athletes supporting athletes. We see the softball team come out to a lot of baseball games, including last Saturday's game, or last Sunday's game, rather, against Bellarmine. As we get set to go here in the top half of the fourth. As Katie Simon back out there, she sat down the side 1, 2, 3 in the third. She'll face Sophie Wiley to lead things off. The shortstop grounded out her first time up. First pitch to her. Outside for ball one. Wiley grounded out to end the first inning for the 1-0. Slapped foul and out of play on the left side. It's back to a 1-1 count. It'll be interesting to see, Ben, how if we see Katie Simon go a complete game in this one. She did come in relief in game one, already up to 50 pitches here in game two. So 1-1 misses downstairs. It's 2-1.
I think this is a real big spot. How do you navigate this middle portion of the lineup?
Mm-hmm.
She could go 2 more innings without seeing the top half again.
But it was the middle part of the lineup with Drivers and Gibson who did the damage in the second to tie the ball game. It's 2-1s in there for a called strike. It evens it up 2-2. On time to get back in the batter's box. Fort Wiley. She finally steps in. Simon's ready to go. The 2-2. Or correction, I guess that was a 2-1 in there for strike two. Now runs the count to 2-2.
Now they're showing full.
The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. That falls into center field for a leadoff base hit. Sophie Wiley's aboard. Third hit of the day for FGCU. And the Eagles have a leadoff base runner again. Second time in 4 innings they've done so.
Sophie Wiley, one of those players, key part of that ASUN championship run 2 years ago. And it's crazy. Most of those players kind of in the back half of the order, and that's who's due up right now.
See, it's good. Drivers squares around a bump, but it's downstairs in ball one. She singled and later came around to score in the second. The 1-0. This bunt grounded back to Simon in the circle. Throw over to Dover on first. In time. Quick throw back to second, but Wiley back in safely. A sacrifice 1-4 put out for out number 1.
Almost got the runner at second, being too far off the bag. But here go the Eagles going small ball yet again.
Now conversation, Bailey Rouse coming over to speak with Katie Simon in the circle for just a moment. Meeting's adjourned. And here we go. Nikki Gibson walked and scored her last time up as well. She watches a first pitch ball at the knees. It's 1-0. So 1 down. Go ahead run for FGCU standing on second. The 1-0 chop foul evens it up 1-1. And first, Simon, you want to try to avoid that bottom half of the order, the 1-1. Chopped foul again, it's 1-2. You want to try to avoid that bottom half of the order where Olivia Black hit the double to bring in the 2 runs in the second. And then the lineup card will flip over again to Williams in the leadoff spot. So we got a few hitters to work with, but want to try to save that for a different inning. The 1-2. Shot back up the middle off of Simon. Diving stop from Madison. She won't have a play anywhere. And all hands are safe. Runners on the corners for the Eagles, still with 1 out.
probably best case scenario that it hit Simon. Otherwise, it probably goes into center field and a run scores, but that allowed Madison to get there.
Hit back up the middle. It caromed off of Simon. She's good to go, though. But still, runners on the corners with one out. Here's another look we get. Kind of maybe hit off her glove a little bit. But a sliding stop from Madison as well. That'll bring up Allie Thompson. She laid down a great sacrifice bunt her first time up. Runners on the corners with one out. That one misses inside for ball one.
Gibson 0 for 1 on stolen bag attempts. And she takes
There
off.
she goes right there. Throw cut off from Briley Dover. So now runners on second and third with one out. And a 1-1 count to Allie Thompson. Time called. Simon will step off the rubber and we'll reset.
Natalie Shaw talking to our home plate umpire.
Ready to play signal. Fired in. The 1-1's downstairs. It's 2-1. So you go leadoff single, bunt, infield single. And they go ahead run 60 feet away for FGCU. Ground ball to Madison. She goes home with it. Tag applied by Natalie Shaw, and they cut down the runner at home. Great play from Jenna Madison to cut down the lead runner. There's two down here in the fourth.
You have to make a perfect throw when you make that play, and Madison got that shallow enough in the dirt that she was able to retire Wiley, who was flying home. Shaw in great position to block and tag. A lot of times you see that throw make the catcher pop up and you can't get the tag down, but everything about that was picture perfect for North Alabama.
A perfect throw right here. Conversation now with the umpires.
Was she blocking the plate?
That might be the argument from FGCU. Here comes our crew chief, and we'll probably have another review upcoming.
He gave a good look around before he walked over. But I guess the other umpire was the one making the official announcement that they're going to review. And I assume that they're reviewing a block of the plate.
I would assume so. The first base coach for FGCU and didn't signal safe, didn't signal really anything, but she kind of made the move of like maybe is that obstruction.
And she had no shot of sliding in with where Shaw is.
I'm not.
But on that angle now, it does look like Shaw is in front of the plate. Again, what's just the official wording of the rule?
That's where, being honest, I'm not 100% well versed with the obstruction rule. The throw comes in. Definitely beat Wiley by plenty of steps.
Wiley kind of slid into it. If she'd gone to the right side, it might have been a better chance. Or head first.
Yeah, Shaw applied the tag up about the waist area. As the whole team for North Alabama now in the circle. All outfielders join them. Now, this is a quick review, actually. Here comes the call. Call stands. Runner is out. So there we go. Lion fans applauding that are in attendance. And FGCU, notable, been out of challenges already. 0-2 so far on the challenges early on. Something to keep an eye on as we play down the stretch. But you can't oversight how good of a throw that was from Jenna Madison at shortstop right there.
And now you've got 2 outs on the board. Well, they got 2 runs last time with 2 outs. So you got to get this batter here, Tiffany Meek, who's not an easy out.
Tiffany Meek steps in. She popped out her last time up. First pitch swinging, ropes it foul on the third base side. That one almost called our third base umpire over there. Make sure he's okay. I did see, though, on that shot, Riley Tittle warming up in the UNA bullpen. It's 0-1 to Tiffany Meek. Skied high in the left, in the foul ground. Oh, it might hit Riley Tittle over in the bullpen, but it won't. It's lands foul. And Simon's ahead 0-2.
Grant Meek hit nearly 300 to start the year in non-conference play, and then a $167 in ASUN play. But again, a member of that ASUN championship team 2 years ago.
The 0-2 outside, make it 1-2. That one was a set-up pitch from Shaw right there. She was set up near on the way outside of the plate. Called for it out there. Simon hit her spot. Meek able to lay off. 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Katie Simon, her 4th strikeout of the night, leaves the go-ahead run at third. The off-speed gets her out in front. We're tied at 2 going to the bottom half of the 4th. This is UNA Softball from Rural Alliance Productions.
The world is growing. How will you grow yours? At the University of North Alabama, we're dedicated to partnering with you in your journey to discover your passion and your potential and put it all into practice. Voted the best small college town in America by USA Today, downtown Florence is home to our beautiful campus, bursting with opportunities to help you find your purpose. Learn more about how we can help you achieve your goals on campus or online at una.edu.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you. Member FDIC.
Back here for the ASUN Tournament, FGCU North Alabama. Grant Wakefield, Benjamin Ray, Braden Rogers here with you. Mike D. Lane Field at Bank Independent Stadium here on this Wednesday night. And Ben, scoreless top half of the 4th for FGCU, but the defense and then the big strikeout from Katie Simon to end it.
And yet again, now that your pitching staff, your defense is posting zeros, especially getting out of that jam, somebody's got to wake up offensively now. Ashley Cozart's being interviewed. 1 hit, that's Briley Dover's 2-run homer. 9 straight set downs since then. And Grant, 6 of the 9 have been ground ball outs.
Yeah, Briley Dover homered in the first on the second batter of the game. But since it was 4 straight ground outs, a fly out to Jenna Madison, a pop out to Carly Moreland, ground out to Natalie Shaw, fly out to Given Hammonds, ground out to Briley Dover for Grace Taylor, and she settled in nicely. Only at 37 pitches, very efficient in her outing as well. First pitch to Laura the Wheelers downstairs for ball 1. Wheeler trying to get going. She walked in the 6th inning of game 1. That's the only time she's been on base so far today. The 1-0. Outside 2-0. Mike Ezekiel reporting the energy great in the UNA dugout right now. Fired up after that strikeout from Katie Simon. The 2-0. Way outside, it's 3-0.
She's fallen behind 3-0 before and gotten out of it.
3-0, that one inside for ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk to Laura Lee Wheeler.
Just a little bit too inside, maybe. That inside corner has been there.
And last time there was a leadoff walk, it turned into 2 runs for North Alabama. See if the Lions can capitalize right here. Laura Lee Wheeler trying to encourage Holly Merritt from standing on first base.
About a walk and a bop.
Merritt grounded out her first time up. First pitch she sees upstairs for a ball, 5 straight out of the zone. One 0 hack from Holly Merritt. That's fouled away. Evens it up 1-1. Even count to Holly Merritt. Laurie Wheeler standing on first, the 1-1. Softly hit into center field, right to the center fielder, Black, for out number 1.
It just hung up in the air. I thought it might make it to the gap. But good range from Williams out there to snag it.
Bring up Bailey Rouse. She homered back in game 1. She grounded out her first time up here in game 2.
Excuse me, that was Black. Williams is in right.
First pitch to Rouse. Skied out to right center. Back goes the center fielder. She looks up. It's over the wall and gone. Bailey Rouse, her second home run of the day, puts North Alabama back in front. It's 4-2 here in the 4th.
How about a Bailey blast? Bailey Rouse got just enough of that one, whatever it is, to right center. She got it by 1 foot more. Just a great swing, sky high. The people in the bleachers knew it was gone. Black was right there on it. I thought she might have reached over and snagged it. But Bailey Rouse gives North Alabama some cushion with the second homer after a walk.
North Alabama's in front 4-2. The dugout is loving it. And right there, Ben, we get the first pitch to right. It's outside for ball 1. That one just seemed like it kept going and going, where a lot of balls have just kind of died as they've gone out to the outfield here in game 2. That one just took off and kept going.
I didn't know if it would get out.
Rouse, her second home run of the day. The 1-0 to right's upstairs. It's 2-0. Make it now 14 home runs on the year for Bailey Rouse. That puts her one behind the team lead in Holly Merritt at 15. Now, circle visit for FGCU. And, Ben, we saw North Florida do that in game 1 where they made the most of the opportunities they had offensively, and North Alabama seems to be doing the same here in game 2.
It's great to see, especially after Katie Simon battled in that last inning to keep that run from crossing 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Gets out of it. How about North Alabama? 2 hits, 2 home runs. The big boppers coming through. Now keep the pressure on.
Circle visit over. Grace Taylor, already 3 1/3 inning of work. You mentioned just the 2 hits, but both of them home runs. Hitters count for Emma Kate Wright, 2-0. Swung on, hit on the ground, through for a base hit in the left field. Emma Kate Wright's aboard her first hit of the tournament. Second straight hit for North Alabama, and the Lion Bats are coming alive here in the 4th.
Her 17th hit during this little stretch that she's on since the end of March. Great to see. First hit that has stayed in the park for North Alabama. Just keep the line moving now.
She hit that one in the 5-6 hole between the shortstop and the third baseman. Jenna Madison steps in, watches the first pitch strike. For Taylor in the circle, 3 1/3 innings. Pitched 3 hits, 4 runs. They've all been earned. The 2 walks have proven costly for her. The 0-1's downstairs. It's 1-1. One downstairs, make it 2-1. Madison works ahead. He had Wheeler, who walked to lead off the inning. So 2-1 to Madison. Hit down the left field line. That's through for a base hit. It rolls all the way to the wall. Here comes Emma Kate Wright to third. She's held up there. And sliding into second is Jenna Madison with a one-out double. North Alabama in business with 2 runners on here in the 4th.
Just 1 out now. Jenna Madison, great swing. Lines wearing out the left side of that infield. Gibson was not able to make a real effort at it. Maybe she laid out, she might have got there. I thought EK was going to go home. Ashley Cozart threw up the stop sign at the last minute. Let's get these insurance runs right here.
Jenna Madison screams back to the dugout as she stood on second. Carly Moreland steps in. Watch the first pitch ball inside. It's 1-0. And right there, when the shot panned, Coach Cozy was waving Emma Kate Wright all the way around, and like you mentioned, put on the stop sign. And right at the last second, 1-0 to Moreland. Downstairs for a ball. That one looked very close. The infield will come together, offer some encouragement to Taylor in the circle. Hitters count for Carly Moreland. She popped out her last time up. She swings, fouls this one back into the netting. And for Taylor, Ben, she retired 9 straight. But now 4 of the 5 line hitters to come up here in the 4th inning have reached. Carly Moreland trying to make it the 5th. She's ahead 2-1. The pitch from Taylor downstairs, make it 3-1. That one kind of got away from the catcher drivers for a moment. But she able to corral it to hold Emma Kate Wright over there at third. 3-1 count to Carly Moreland. The pitch. Downstairs, ball 4, and the bases are loaded.
How about a spot for Natalie Shaw here, the intern? She's made great contact so far in this tournament, and she can really blow this one wide open.
Dugout dancing. Shaw 2 for 2 in game 1. First pitch swinging out to right. Back is Williams. She makes the grab. Deep enough to tag Emma Kate Wright. She comes in to score. Tack on another run for North Alabama. It's 5-2 Lions here in the 4th.
That's what you need to do. Just put the ball in play. Get a run across. 3-run lead. You feel really good about where you're at.
ABC softball from Natalie Shaw right there. Able to get a ball in the outfield. Get a run across. The lineup card flips over now to Given Hammonds. First pitch she sees in there for a strike.
Jenna Madison able to make it over to third base as well. And the Lions have them on the corners.
Big spot here for Given Hammonds. Another circle visit. We heard Mike mention it, Ben, when we checked in with him. The walks have been an issue for FGCU, And that's what's kind of got these run-scoring innings going for North Alabama, our leadoff walks.
3 walks, 2 of them have scored off of home runs. And Mike also mentioned the energy is great. And there you go, 3 runs.
The 0-1 to Hammonds, chopped foul on the third base side. Taylor at 60 pitches, 28 of which are balls, 32 of which are strikes. The 0-2 hit softly to the shortstop. Backhand stop from Wiley, throws over in time to get Hammonds at first. But North Alabama plates 3 in the 4th, 3 runs on 2 hits. There were no errors. They left 2 runners on base. North Alabama in front, 5-2. This is UNA Softball from Roar Lions Productions.
The world is growing. How will you grow yours? At the University of North Alabama, we're dedicated to partnering with you in your journey to discover your passion and your potential and put it all into practice. Voted the best small college town in America by USA Today, downtown Florence is home to our beautiful campus, bursting with opportunities to help you find your purpose. Learn more about how we can help you achieve your goals on campus or online at una.edu.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you. Member FDIC.
We're back here from the Asun tournament. And look, Ben, there's a surprise. Drew Barton making an appearance.
Drew, show us your best photo.
You know, the lights aren't great here, guys. I'm doing what I can, so we're just gonna keep it at that.
In-game photo update. That's great.
Here we go. And there you go. You're
There's
looking through
Drew
some
working
shots.
hard.
Great.
Hitting the home run, some
It's like
bats.
watching a motion video, you know, stop motion.
We're joined again by Mike Ezekiel, getting set to go top half of the fifth inning. And Mike, you texted us before that bottom of the fourth and said the energy was up, and that definitely helped scoring 3 runs in the bottom half.
It really did. The energy was up, especially after Katie Simon's strikeout the last inning before that. Really got the offense back into it, and they were excited about it. And one of the themes, like I told you guys earlier, was FGCU had 7 walks in their first tournament game, and they were looking to limit those walks. Well, here again today, North Alabama takes advantage. 2 of those 4 runs came from a walk right before a home run. So you feel the offense kind of waking up here.
Olivia Black leads things off. She fouled that one away. She falls behind 0-1, and walk us through that reaction when Bailey Rouse hit the homer, Mike. As 0-1 misses outside, it's 1-1.
Yeah, everybody just went electric. I was actually standing outside for that, and yeah, it was kind of a moment of, is it going over, is it going over? And FGCU did have a chance to kind of rob that one, but they missed it. And once everybody saw the reaction of the center fielder, they realized, okay, big play right here. We got the home run, and everybody was excited.
The 1-1's in there for a strike. It's 1-2. And Mike, you look at the strikeout from Katie Simon to end the fourth. That was a major one to keep the score where it was at.
Yeah, and our pitchers over the past few games have not been strikeout oriented, more contact oriented, but that big strikeout, that was probably the biggest reaction we've seen to a strikeout all year, to strand that tying run or strand that go-ahead run at third. You could just feel it. It was just a big moment, and almost as big as a home run. Like that's how big it felt.
Ground ball to Briley Dover. She fields over, throws in time for out number 1 as Kamari Williams will step in, the leadoff hitter for FGCU. And Mike, we'll go ahead and let you go, but hopefully we're talking to you again after we score some more runs.
That sounds good, Grant. Ben, y'all have a good one. Thank you, Brandy G.
Thank you, Mike. So we play here 0-1 to Kamari Williams. Fouls that one down the third baseline, rather. And Simon's ahead 0-2. And Ben, Katie Simon again, that big strikeout, she's worked ahead of both hitters she's faced here in the fifth.
You never know what a big strikeout will do, and it's carried over both to the offense and in the circle.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Simon. Down in the dirt. Runs it to 1-2. So win in this ball game for North Alabama means 4 o'clock Central Time tomorrow against a loser of a winner's bracket game. 1-2, swung on a miss, got her swinging, strike 3. Fifth strikeout for Katie Simon. Second time she's gotten Kamari Williams to swing and miss.
Simon's in a groove. Just let it fly right now.
First pitch to Paris Wiggs, who squares around a bunt but fouls it away. Simon ahead again, 0-1. Pitch 77 from Simon on the way. Just misses at the knees. It's 1-1. The 1-1 to Wiggs, skied into center field. Hammonds is there. Kemp's under it, makes the grab for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles in the 5th. Lions coming back up. Briley Dover will lead things off. 5-2, North Alabama on top.
At Lawn Pride of Northwest Alabama, we offer a comprehensive range of lawn care services designed to address the needs of homeowners. From routine maintenance to specialized treatments, we have the expertise and resources to ensure your lawn remains healthy and vibrant year-round. Let our lawn professionals take the job off your hands and create the lawn that meets your need. Contact us today to get a free estimate by visiting lawnpride.com/Northwest Alabama.
Florence Utilities offers several ways to view and pay your utility bill. Log into your account to sign up for paperless, auto pay, text pay, and more to make your life easier. Want to continue receiving a paper bill but would also like an electronic bill notification? Sign up for text pay or add your email address to your account. To take advantage of these convenient ways to view and pay your utility bill, visit florenceal.org and select utilities to register for an account, or call 256-760-6512 for more information. Bottom half of the 5th coming up here in the Asun tournament. North Alabama on top of FGCU 5-2. In an elimination game, Lions trying to survive and advance to play another ball game tomorrow. And the Lions sent 8 batters to the plate in the bottom of the 4th. Briley Dover, the lone hitter, not going to the plate. She'll lead things off for us. And Ben, it's a great spot to add some more insurance.
And she started the fireworks back in the 1st, set the tone with the 2-run homer. It's been walks setting up home runs for North Alabama, but you like where you're at right now. Got to be perfect, and we've got a new pitcher coming in for Florida Gulf Coast. And, Grant, I believe this would technically be their ace in Julia Bacalus.
Julia Bacalus from Monroe, Connecticut.
She got the win against Alston P. They're a 2-hitter.
She'll try to come in and limit the damage. First pitch she throws to Briley Dover. Check swing. Little excuse me swing, but it rolls foul. Dover's behind 0-1. Get the 0-1 to Dover before we give you the line on Taylor. It's upstairs. Evens it up 1-1. Final line on Taylor, 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. She walked 3 batters, did not strike out a batter, and did so on 61 total pitches. The 1-1 to Dover. Oh, buzzes the tower, make it 2-1.
Missed drivers behind the plate as well. Dover looks a little mad after that. Did it get her?
Ooh. This goes right by the face mask. She kind of adjusted it. An offensive timeout call by Greg Launer. He'll walk over, have the conversation with Briley Dover. Two-one count. Dover's ahead. The pitch. Fouled off into the netting. It's 2-2. Dover, like you mentioned, Ben homered to start this ball game early. Line drive homer went right underneath the scoreboard, got out of the ballpark in a hurry. As the 2-2 upstairs runs the count full 3-2. Some fans clapping and cheering down there in Jacksonville. Payoff to Dover. Swung on a miss for strike 3. Got her with a drop ball.
Dover was a little rattled after that pitch came in high and tight. I don't think there's anything intentional about it. I think right there her emotions got the best of her.
You kind of see it right there, Ben. She walks away, taps the chest, say, hey, that's on me. We'll go get him next time. In steps Laura Lee Wheeler. She walked and scored her last time up. First pitch swinging, skies it high on the infield. Underneath it, the shortstop Wiley makes the grab for out number 2. So Bacchus has come in. And on 7 pitches, retired. 2 of UNA's best hitters in Bradley Dover and Laura Lee Wheeler. First pitch to Holly Merritt, inside for ball 1. Bottom half of the 5th, North Alabama up 3. 5-2. There's a 1-0. Just misses inside. Make it 2-0. Hitters count for Holly Merritt. Downstairs 3-0. Bacchus a chance to lose Holly Merritt. Holly lined out her last time up into center field. 3-0. There's the get me over strike. It's 3-1.
Holly Merritt's been quiet this tournament. Be nice to get her going. She's 0 for 5 for the weekend.
The 3-1. Chopped on the ground, picked on a short hop by Wiley. Throws over in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions in the 5th. But UNA still on top, 5-2 here in the Asun tournament.
Searching for a way to add more space to your life? Midgard Self-Storage has the storage solution you're looking for. Our Florence, Alabama self-storage facilities offer a wide selection of unit sizes designed to meet your unique needs. Whether you're clearing space in your garage, adding a nursery, or expanding your business, you'll find the ideal features to simplify your experience with a storage unit at Midgard Self-Storage. Explore our unit sizes and prices to learn more about the Florence storage options at midgardselfstorage.com.
United Community is a bank that asks, when it comes to your finances, how do you define success? Knowing your bank has your financial future right on course? Having a banking partner that's ready with a plan when opportunity knocks? Or maybe it's a digital banking experience that puts everything at your fingertips, even at your daughter's soccer game. However you define success, United Community's trusted bankers are here for you. Success. It takes a community, a united community. Learn more at ucbi.com. Member FDIC.
Sixth inning coming up here down in Jacksonville. We're here in Florence. Grant Wakefield, Benjamin Ray, Braden Rogers here with you. Mike Ezekiel has checked in a couple times from Jacksonville, and North Alabama on top 5-2. So we go to the top half of the 6th. And as we get set to go, Ben, Katie Simon, since that strikeout's been dialed in.
And she's got a 3-run lead, and you feel like that's all you need right now. Grant, I was doing some research, and Florida Gulf Coast is not built for offensive shootouts. North Alabama is. 5 runs. FGCU has only scored more than 5 runs, 6+ runs, 13 times this year. 40 times they have been held to 40 times they've been held to 5 or fewer runs. Sorry, my foot got caught up in the cable.
Showing a graphic with some situational hitting. The leadoff hitter's 2 for 5 with both teams here today. Shot of Given Hammond's dancing in the outfield as well. She's fired up. And it'll be Presley Smith leading things off. Katie Simon back in the circle. First pitch swinging. Right to Given Hammond's. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th.
She can kind of just continue her dance right there. Just went right to her, little sidestep to her right, and she's still singing. FGCU really starting to feel the pressure.
Of course, an elimination game, season over. For the loser, the winner plays another one tomorrow afternoon. First pitch to Sophie Wiley upstairs, 1-0. Wiley singled her last time up. She was cut down on that great defensive play, and that's another one that kind of gets overshadowed by the strikeout. But it was Jenna Madison who cut down Wiley at home to prevent the go-ahead run from scoring to keep the score at 2-2.
So North Alabama defensively, that's why you're in front.
Hitters count, though, for Wiley here. She's ahead 2-0. The pitch. It's foul back into the netting. It's 2-1. 1 for 2 on the day is Wiley. She singled in the fourth, as I mentioned, and then grounded out her first time up in the fourth. Two one, just misses at the knees, make it 3-1. Second day of the Asun tournament, we run to Saturday. See the divisional winners get ready to get going tomorrow. The 3-1 roped over the leap of Briley Dover into right field. That's down for a base hit. Wheeler throws it back in quickly, and there's a second hit of the day for Sophie Wiley.
Breaks up the streak of 6 straight set down by Katie Simon. Now to let the Eagles go to work with their small ball.
This is how they got going in the fourth before Simon and Madison defensively shut the Eagles down. Central Arkansas and Stetson, the 1 and 2 seeds, the winners of the Gold and Graphite divisions respectively. First pitch to Sietska Drivers in their first strike. They get going tomorrow. And semifinal Friday before the championship on Saturday. The 0-1. Catches the outside corner. It's 0-2. And whoever emerges from this loser's bracket will have to win twice on Saturday to be Asun champions. The 0-2, way outside, it's 1-2.
But you know, Grant, I was just looking at it, and it's not a horrible setup because you play one game tomorrow, one game Friday. Saturday's the only game you've got to play 2 on. You're really not in a bad spot.
Not at all. The 1-2, chopped just foul on the third base side. We'll do it again.
You get to sit back and you watch the 2 games. Tomorrow, UNA plays the lowest seed that loses in game 6 or 7. Then you advance.
Go ahead.
And then you advance on Friday to play the remaining losing seed.
The 1-2, outside 2-2.
The remaining high seed that lost. It's kind of a confusing format.
It is, but that could get interesting as, meaning tomorrow, North Alabama could see North Florida again, potentially, as well. The 2-2 swung on a miss for strike 3. Make it 6 strikeouts for Katie Simon. And there's 2 down here in the 6th.
You could be playing a team coming off back-to-back games. You could be playing a team that lost in the first game and then had to sit for a game. Meanwhile, you're a little more rested sitting at the hotel.
Right. Kind of this situation. FGCU lost in game 1 of today, and North Alabama playing them after they rested for a game. First pitch to Nikki Gibson, fouled away. It's 0-1. She walked in the second, later came around to score, singled in the 4th, and also stole a base in the 4th. She falls behind 0-1. That one catches the outside corner, make it 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch down in the dirt makes it 1-2. Little split screen action from our North Florida friends right there. Both the Simon and the hitter.
They've done a good job with these broadcasts.
The 1-2. Oh, that is launched in the left, but foul. That one, good grief, I didn't even see it land. Shout out North Florida, Ethan. One of our good friends down there. Leading the way for the Ospreys. The 1-2. Chopped softly on the ground. Madison on the run. Fires. Oh, it gets away. Got away from Holly Merritt. Ricocheted off the dugout. They'll throw. They have Gibson cut down in a rundown. Briley Dover tags her out in an unconventional way to get the third out. But nonetheless, keeps the score where it's at. North Alabama up 5-2 going to the bottom of the sixth. Lions trying to add some insurance. This is UNA Softball from Roar Lions Productions.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
It's Bo time. Fumble in the food on game day? Rookie move. But you know Bo can make your tailgate a winner, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Because the Carolina Legend has everything you're craving. We're talking crispy, juicy chicken loaded with real Southern flavor, fluffy scratch-made buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your whole crew faster than you can say touchdown. Be the MVP this season and let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's Bo time.
We're back bottom half of the sixth. North Alabama up 5-2. And Ben, let's revisit that kind of wild inning to the top half of the sixth inning. Throw got away. Madison threw it wide of Holly Merritt. But Gibson just takes off to second and heads up play by Holly Merritt and Briley Dover to be there and to catch her in a rundown.
Costly mistake, and Dover's the Labrador Retriever with that ball. She wants it. She's going to go get it. And then she just tracked her down, tagged her for the final out. And for FGCU, the mistake was made. You were gifted the base runner. That should have been the end of the inning, and you got to be thinking, just take that.
Yeah.
Take your gift and then make them pay.
Yeah.
But they got a little greedy there, tried to put two in scoring position, and you got to get it one at a time. But thankfully they did that, and hopefully this is the last time we see the bats.
Yep, North Alabama coming back up. Here in the bottom of the sixth, Bailey Rouse will lead things off. She homered her last time up. Oh, great off speed there from Bacchus. Had Rouse leaning a little bit. She's smiling. And you look at FGCU, they had their hitters that made the difference in the bottom of the order coming up. Had Gibson just stayed on first, the 0-1's way upstairs. It's 1-1. Rouse 2 homers today. Homered in the 5th inning of Game 1, homered in the 4th inning of Game 2. She's off to a hot start down in Florida. 1-1's outside, 2-1.
It's 3 straight games with a home run.
Yep. She did homer on Senior Day as well. She's heating up at the right time. They had 2-1. That's in the dirt. Make it 3-1. When you look forward to the 7th inning, you'll have Allie Thompson, Tiffany Meek, Olivia Black, 7, 8, 9 due up for FGCU. And the lineup card will flip back over to the top. And the bottom half of the 6th, Rouse ahead 3-1. She fouls that one away. It's 3-2. We will assume we will see Katie Simon in the top half of the 7th. Three balls, 2 strikes. A pitch to Rouse. Hit foul and out of play. We'll do it again. A win tonight, and we're back again 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against a team to be determined. There's a 3-2 swung on a miss from Rouse. That's strike 3.
So as you were saying, Grant, if you win, you're in position. You're either playing North Florida or you're going to turn around and play
Jacksonville more than likely.
So, yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at.
So, could see a rematch tomorrow. As well as indicate Wright steps in, watches the first pitch ball. But for North Alabama as well, if that's the case, you're guaranteed to not see a gold team until at least Friday. So you're seeing teams you have not seen all year long. Of course, Central Arkansas, the lone gold team remaining in the tournament. The 1-0, that's a strike at the knees. It's 1-1. The 1-1 upstairs to right. Make it 2-1. Two balls, one strike. The pitch hit back up the middle off of the glove of Bacchus. That one gets to the second baseman Thompson and throw not in time over at first.
It was dropped by the first baseman, but I think EK was going to beat that out. I mean, that did not have a lot of juice getting back up the middle if it did hit the pitcher. So kudos to EK for hustling up the line, and I think that should be her second hit. Let's see what they scored.
They do put it down as a hit. So an infield single. Katie Davis will come in and run for her. Pinch runner. Davis, a senior, will come in that role. As Jenna Madison steps up, and she roped a double her last time up. It's good to see the bats going already. Make it 5 hits for North Alabama. Only had 4 hits back in game 1. First pitch to Madison, swung on a miss for strike 1. Madison with a pink bat. Swings and misses. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch down in the dirt. That squeaks past Drivers, the catcher. Davis comes all the way to second. Wide turn. She'll slide back in, but a runner in scoring position for North Alabama. Davis smiling. She's dancing. Madison still behind, though. It's 1-2. The pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Julia Bacchus. Carly Moreland steps in with 2 down.
3 for the game. Be nice to get this run in.
First pitch to Moreland. Downstairs for a ball. Change-up, drop ball, whatever Bacchus is throwing is kind of just dying down late, and that's really been the pitch that she's gotten her 3 strikeouts on. The 1-0. Inside, fouled away, and it's 1-1. You got Briley Dover, her first batter she faced. Bailey Rouse to start this inning, and then Jenna Madison, all swinging strikeouts. One ball, 1 strike. There's the off speed again. That bends in for a strike. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Rounding third, coming in to score is Katie Davis. Tack on some insurance. The freshman from Brooks High School, Carly Moreland, comes up big. It's 6-2 North Alabama in the 6th.
And a nice little bobble from Blacks in center field. Davis was going to score either way, just kept it from being a little closer. She tried to load up with it. But Carly Moreland, the freshman, with a moment she'll remember, her first run driven in the tournament.
They will call it an unearned run, charging the error to the center fielder.
Okay.
So E8 to tag along there. And steps Natalie Shaw. First pitch fastball in there for a strike.
Which takes away the RBI for Moreland. Boo.
Oh, 1 to Natalie Shaw. That's inside, even it up 1-1. A 1 to Shaw. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the Lions. Make it 3 in the inning, and Natalie Shaw's aboard with a 2-out single.
Natalie Shaw's third hit of the tournament. She's driven in a run. Could make a case she's been North Alabama's best offensive player. But the Lions just trying to continue to tack on.
Natalie Shaw having made great Asun tournaments so far. Do we see another pinch runner? We do.
And again, that's Claire Wright.
Claire Wright again. She'll run for Natalie Shaw. Given Hammonds will step in. Wait on our umpire to write all the changes down. Now we're ready to go. First pitch to Given, right down the middle for strike 1. Yeah, 1 to Hammond, swung on a miss at strike 2. And Give falls behind. Falls behind 0-2.
Ooh, Mike Ezekiel saying that is Black's first career error.
Oh,
so nobody
goodness.
wants to see that as an error.
Oh, goodness. Tough break for Black out there in center field. And there's an offensive timeout call with Given Hammonds. Greg Larnard as well.
And potentially her final collegiate game.
Wow. No balls, 2 strikes to Given Hammonds. But that ball's way outside, runs at 1-2. Trying already 1 run across, trying to add some more. 1-2, skied high into right field, but that finds a concourse and it's out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch outside, 2-2. So you got 2 strikeouts in the inning from Bailey Rouse and Jenna Madison. But make it back-to-back singles, and Given Hammonds has battled here. There's a 2-2 outside, and let's have some full count fun. 3 balls, 2 strikes. If Given puts this one in play, both runners going on the pitch, this could be trouble. And we may be off to the races in Jacksonville. The 3-2. Inside ball 4. Whew. Catcher drivers held that spot for a long time trying to get the call. But our home plate umpire says it's ball 4, and in steps Briley Dover.
Why not?
With the bases loaded in the 6th. Oh,
good
goodness.
eye from Given Hammonds on that change to lay off that.
First pitch to Briley Dover, right down the middle for strike 1. Dover homered in the first, a strikeout victim her last time up. She was the first hitter to greet Bacchus back in the 5th. The 0-1. Swung on, hit into right field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes a second. Clear right scores. Tack on 2 more. An RBI single for Briley Dover. It's 8-2 North Alabama.
2 runs come across for Dover. Getting it done. She's driven in 4 for the game, and Given Hammond sneaks over to third base. And all of a sudden, for North Alabama, Grant, you're not just looking at the win, but you're looking at a potential mercy rule situation if you keep this going with 2 outs.
Absolutely. Briley Dover represents the tying run, standing on first base over there. Carly Moreland singled with 2 outs. I got Emma Kate Wright around. Natalie Shaw singled after Moreland. A Given Hammond's walk. And then Briley Dover single. And the Lions have blown it wide open here in the 6th.
Love to see it.
Laura Wheeler steps up. First pitch she sees, big swing and a miss. As throw down to second gets away from the second baseman Thompson. Hammonds will just jog home. She had free reign all the way home. Tack on another run for North Alabama.
Briley Dover was almost into second, would have been thrown out, ran back. Given Hammond started hopping down. And I guess they thought they could get the out at first. Dover hustling back, and that base running chaos gets North Alabama 1 run closer.
Here comes 0-1 in there for a strike. It's 0-2, but Briley Dover slides in, and she's still second base.
This is that North Alabama mojo we talked about at the get-go, playing with that confidence, having fun, and good things happening.
So Laura Wheeler down 0-2. Briley Dover stands on second, representing the winning run for North Alabama. This one's grounded foul into the UNA dugout. Oh, a little backhanded snag from Ashley Cozart.
So a good time for Laura Lee to get going. She's now 0 for 4 with 2 walks.
The 0-2. Hit into shallow left or center field. That drops for a base hit. Here comes Dover around third. She scores, and it's a walk-off run rule victory for North Alabama to stay alive in the ASUN tournament. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock.
We don't need a 7th inning. The Lions offense really coming to life. E.K. Wright started it. Laura Lee Wheeler finishes it. So much action in between, and Grant, an unbelievable bounce back for North Alabama. And most importantly, Katie Simon was grooving, but you saw the bats come back to life after a disappointing start. And I think UNA is in good position here. You get a long rest. It's not like you play the late game and you've got an early turnaround. You can get a good night's sleep, have a routine. And this game's not going to start at 4. We've been about 20, 30 minutes behind all day long. Plenty of time to recover and get ready. UNA's in great position.
They will play a team to be determined tomorrow. It will either be North Florida or Jacksonville in another elimination game tomorrow afternoon. Should be a fun post game in a moment. We'll have your totals as well. Mike Ezekiel will join us from Jacksonville with some players and Coach Cozart as well. North Alabama, a run rule winner, 10-2 over FGCU. Post game in a moment. This is UNA softball.
I hit that, by the way.
From Roar Lions Productions.
The world is growing. How will you grow yours? At the University of North Alabama, we're dedicated to partnering with you in your journey to discover your passion and your potential and put it all into practice. Voted the best small college town in America by USA Today, downtown Florence is home to our beautiful campus, bursting with opportunities to help you find your purpose. Learn more about how we can help you achieve your goals on campus or online at una.edu.
Imagine a bank where you feel at home. Real people living right here in your community are the heart of Bank Independent and everything we do. You have our commitment to bring the people, ideas, and resources together that create a stronger community full of endless potential. For over 75 years, we've served this place we all call home. Bank Independent. We're invested in you. Member FDIC.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support University of North Alabama athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Ike Fowler with Alabama Health Guidance. At AHG, we specialize in Medicare education and Medicare health plans. Just like the UNA Lions, we understand the importance of teamwork. So if you're nearing retirement, going on Medicare for the first time, or just want to review your current Medicare plan, give us a call at 256-648-5710 or stop by our office at 885 Florence Boulevard. That's 256-648-5710. Roar Lions.
At Lawn Pride of Northwest Alabama, we offer a comprehensive range of lawn care services designed to address the needs of homeowners. From routine maintenance to specialized treatments, we have the expertise and resources to ensure your lawn remains healthy and vibrant year-round. Let our lawn professionals take the job off your hands and create the lawn that meets your need. Contact us today to get a free estimate by visiting lawnpride.com/Northwest Alabama.
Florence Utilities offers several ways to view and pay your utility bill. Log into your account to sign up for paperless, auto pay, text pay, and more to make your life easier. Want to continue receiving a paper bill but would also like an electronic bill notification? Sign up for text pay or add your email address to your account. To take advantage of these convenient ways to view and pay your utility bill, visit florenceal.org and select Utilities to register for an account, or call 256-760-6512 for more information. North Alabama, a 10-2 winner in run rule fashion over the FGCU Eagles to stay alive and advance in the Asun tournament. They will play again tomorrow afternoon against an opponent to be determined. But welcome in to the CB&S Bank post-game locker room report. Grant Wakefield joined alongside Benjamin Ray. Braden Rogers here with you as well. And Ben, you mentioned it right before the break. Simon cruising as well. Katie Simon in the circle cruising for North Alabama, but it was the bats that got going, and that was the best thing to see here in Game 2.
She kept posting zeros, and it kept giving the bats a chance, and Briley Dover drives in 4 runs, Bailey Rouse 2 as well, so that's 6 of the 10. Give Carly Moreland an RBI, and there in the 6th inning, finally the offense broke through with not the home run ball, but just base hit after base hit, kept the line moving. Given Hammonds got creative running, and that's what's so great about this offense is they can do it with the long ball. They can do it small ball. They can just put runs together and put a lot of pressure on you. And next thing you know, you're feeling like you got a shot in the 7th. And let's not forget, this came with 2 outs.
Yeah.
Every single run in that inning was scored with 2 outs.
Yeah, you had Carly Moreland singled after Jenna Madison went down via a strikeout, followed by a Natalie Shaw single. That Carly Moreland single did allow Emma Kate Wright to come in and score. They tacked on an error on that one as well. But then you have Given Hammond's walk, Briley Dover RBI single, and Laura Lee Wheeler with the help of that base running to come in, and she tacked on a hit as well. 5 hits for North Alabama in the 6th inning alone to get us to the 10-2 win. And it's just great to see. You go from game one, and you heard Mike talk about kind of shell-shocked out of the gate was North Alabama, but come back and you're playing North Alabama softball like we have seen all year long here in game 2.
And I just go back to tomorrow. You will play the late game, so it's not like you got to finish up and then turn around and play the early game tomorrow. I really think the tournament sets up well for the teams in the losers bracket. And so I think North Alabama, there's no reason to panic. You got a team that can play their way out of it. It's not till Saturday when you have to win twice.
Yeah. So we seem to be good to go. Mike Ezekiel joins us now. And, Mike, we welcome you in. Who do you have with us?
Well, Mike, we're live in Jacksonville, UNF Softball Complex, 2026 ASUN Championship. UNA advances to tomorrow. They'll play at 5 o'clock local time, 4 o'clock your time back in the Shoals Central Time. Bailey Rouse over to my left, Riley Dover over to my right, the 2 MVPs with the bats from this game. Obviously, Katie Simon had an incredible day in the circle. And let's talk about Katie and just the day that she had. Bailey, you start.
Katie is unbelievable on the mound. Her demeanor on the mound sets the tone for us as hitters and on the field. And she had come in from pitching a few innings from the game prior, and I am just so proud of her and her grittiness and her toughness. She did not let it show one time that the heat affected her, and she did awesome.
And Briley, you made a couple of big defensive plays behind her, the diving catch in game 1 and the big play fadeaway throw in game 2. But that strikeout that she had that really fired everybody up in the 6th.
Yeah, that was awesome. And that was awesome to see Katie because she don't normally show a lot of emotion. So when you got Katie Simon stopping, that's good. So that got us going, and that got some energy up for sure.
All right, Bailey, you had 2 home runs. You had one in game 1 to kind of try to get us back in it. But game 2, the go-ahead homer, everybody was fired up. You golfed that one out of here again. Just talk about your approach at the plate today.
My approach to the plate today was that nobody was beating. And if they did, they weren't going to beat me again because this matters, and there might not be a next play and there might not be a next at-bat. And it matters to these seniors and these people who might not play softball again. So you have to fight. You have to fight even when it's over.
Well spoken by one junior. So let's go to our other junior that's been here 3 years. She's been a part of some tournament runs, but now this one for these seniors, it's special. You also had a home run early in this game. Just talk about this team and the offensive performance.
Yeah, this team's unbelievable. I think after that game, like, honestly, I wasn't nervous for 1 second, and that just is a testament to our group. I think just the belief that we have in each other, and we know time and time again, like, we'll get knocked down. We've talked about resiliency a lot. Sometimes you get knocked down, and we talked about during the season, like, times when we would lose and then have to come back and win. Like, that's preparing you for something, and I think that was preparing us for today. So, yeah, we were just able, and I had full faith, so it was awesome. Everyone was like, hey, we still got a lot of belief, and we knew we were going to do it, so, yeah, it was awesome.
And then in the post-game huddle tonight, Ashley Kozar kind of turned to me and was like, you know who we're playing tomorrow? We really don't, because it's going to be determined by the 2 games before us. You have Central Arkansas Stetson. They're going to host a couple of games, and then the loser of those games, whoever's the lowest seed, is who UNA will play. So you guys really don't know who your opponent's going to be. So how do you prepare tomorrow knowing, hey, surviving events, you don't know who you're playing?
You really just, I mean, you got to go in and know who you are. I think in the second game, and the first game, we kind of got put back on our heels a little bit. And just like Riley was talking about in the past, we know that we've lost and had to turn around and win. It was definitely prepared us for today. But I think tomorrow, our best bet is to go in and remember who North Alabama is. Yeah, I think so too. I think like we're going to prepare the same way no matter who it is. It don't matter who we're playing. If it's the number 1 team in the country, we're going to prepare the same way. We're going to have the same pregame, everything, and same mindset. So, you know, whoever it is, we have belief that we can beat them. So,
love it. Well said, Briley and Bailey. A couple of juniors, big home runs today as UNA wins this game and it survives and advances to the next day. Grant, Ben, I'm going to throw it back to you, and we're going to see if we can find Ashley Kozar here in a moment.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate you with your interviews. Briley Dover, Bailey Rouse, thank y'all for joining us as well. And Ben, as we wait for Coach Kozar here in just a moment, they kind of said it, right? It's business as usual, right? You just play the next game so we get ready for the game tomorrow.
And, again, you're in a good spot. You get to go rest. You get to go get ready. And then you'll wait and see who you play. I think the pressure's on the 2 teams tomorrow. You saw North Alabama feeling the pressure in Game 1 today. kind of got the best of them. Now you get those jitters out, and I think the best sign is seeing the offense come to life. I didn't think Olivia Wilkin was too bad in game one. She had some bad luck contact, really. So I think you got A-Liv. Katie Simon very well could go again. You still got Emily Simon in your back pocket. Riley Tittle's been good down the stretch. So a lot of options for Ashley Cozart and this coaching staff as they try to get a game plan going for tomorrow.
Yeah, and we get ready to talk to Coach Cozart in just a moment with Mike down there in Jacksonville. And you look back, though, like you mentioned, just some softball plays happened, right, in game one for North Alabama. Just some breaks didn't go their way, but it was a great response in game two for North Alabama as well. As we wait on Coach Cozart, let's get you your final totals for today. FGCU 2 runs on 5 hits. They did have an error. 4 runners were left on base. For North Alabama, 10 runs on 9 hits. They had 1 error. 2 runners were left on base. Katie Simon picked up the win. Grace Taylor picked up the loss. We get ready, and looks like Mike has Coach Ashley Cozart. And Mike, take it away.
Thanks, Ben. I'm here with head coach Ashley Cozart following a big win here over FGCU in an elimination game. Coach, obviously game one a little more disappointing, but really responded.
Really shows who you are when your back's against the wall. And that first game just wasn't us. We were a little nervous. We were locked and ready, but the nerves kind of got to us. But love how we responded. That was a fun game, and that was us right there.
Yeah, it was. And let's start with Katie Simon in the circle. She came in, only allowed 3 hits in that first game in relief, and then just rolled that over into the second game, and she was phenomenal.
Tough, gritty, composed, confident. Love that. I mean, she had some fire out there. She was, pumping her fist. Love that about her. Huge day for her. And Ayla threw great the first game. She just kind of came in and gave us a different look. But, again, rolled it into, the Gulf Coast games. And they've got some great hitters. Super proud of them.
Yeah, did a great job. And then Briley Dover and Bailey Rouse both alluded to this. Her strikeout, to see the emotion come from her, where it usually doesn't come out from her.
Right.
That was just almost as big as a home run in that moment.
Yeah, definitely. When we have that energy and those vibes that we're going to talk about, that's when we're at our best. But we started the game, that way. I love that.
Yeah, and let's get back to the first inning. The 4-pitch walk to Given Hammons. Riley Dover comes in, hits a big home run. Talk about the energy from that one.
Yeah, Brian had a first game was a little tough, and she stepped right in and was like, "Hey, I'm done with you," and showed us what she got. Line shot, barely hit it over, but that ball got out faster than I've seen this year. Great job of getting to get on. I can't think. Riley, awesome job. Super proud of her.
Yeah, that one hit on the line. Wasn't sure at first, but then kind of the same deal in the fourth inning there. The 4-pitch off to Lauralee Wheeler. Then right after that, next pitch, Bailey Rouse hits one, and FGCU has a shot to rob it, but they don't, and it goes over for her second home run of the day.
Yeah, super proud of Bailey. She's been locked in. The first game had a huge towering home run, then steps up again. When she's locked in, and when she goes and Bradley goes, then we go and so proud of her.
Well, you can even sense it in the batting cages. She was not ready to lose.
Right, absolutely.
All right, well, Coach, don't know who we're playing tomorrow yet. It's kind of an interesting situation where we know what time we're playing. It's going to be 4 o'clock Central in the Jules, 5 o'clock local time here. But we're playing the lowest seed of the two from tomorrow's game. But you don't really know who to prepare for. So as a coach, what do you do? I guess in a surviving advanced situation like that, but you don't necessarily know who to play.
Yeah, we talk about it all year long, and it really doesn't matter who's on the other side. We play our best ball for our toughest competition. So we come out, we do that thing that we did our last game, and we can run this thing.
All right, well, I hate to put you on the spot for the final question, but leave us with a parting joke.
Oh, wow.
Because ESPN did not do that. So,
right, I put you on the spot. Let me think. Okay, why didn't the pirate go to the movie?
I don't know.
Because it was rated R.
An all-timer from Ashley Cozart here in Jacksonville, Florida. Hey, it's on theme. We're near the beach.
Right.
So the beach vibes are great right now. North Alabama will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. These two guys will have some live coverage for you. We're excited. Ben, Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Mike. And just like that, it will be a joyous celebration tonight down there in Jacksonville. But then, like they've said, it's back to business tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
And we'll be back on air hopefully about 3:30ish. We'll kind of see how the other games are rolling, and we'll get you primed and ready for this one. It's going to be another fun day. Just one game. That's all you got to do. One game tomorrow. Lock in. And like Bailey Roush says, every play, every at-bat, everything, it matters.
So it should be a fun one tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Myself, Ben, Braden, we're all back here with you as well. So that'll do it for us tonight here from the Asun tournament. North Alabama, a winner over FGCU, survive and advance, and they will take on an opponent to be determined again tomorrow at 4 o'clock Central Time. So for our entire crew, the crew down in Florida, Davis Farlow, Drew Barton, Mike Ezekiel on sideline, for Braden Rogers back here producing the whole show as well. Appreciate all his hard work. My broadcast partner, Benjamin Ray. I'm Grant Wakefield saying so long. Once again, where the final score is UNA 10, FGCU 2. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everyone. God bless, and as always, roar Lions.
You've been listening to UNA Softball. UNA Softball is brought to you by Bank Independent, Coca-Cola, Midgard Self-Storage, Bojangles, CBNS Bank, Alabama Health Guidance, Florence Utilities, Lawn Pride, North Alabama Online, Singing River Brewery, United Community Bank, Adams Beverages. This broadcast is owned and produced by the University of North Alabama and is intended for its live audience. Any rebroadcast without the express written consent of the University of North Alabama is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening, and roar Lions!